Hello everybody, welcome. It's Ruth here at Artful Crafting. Thank you for joining me. It's late here, well, late-ish here on a Saturday night, and I've been meaning to come on and make some jewellery. Got some really gorgeous new lampwork beads, and because they're so pretty, you don't actually have to do a lot with them. So I thought it would be nice just to come on and make some. So, hi everybody, thanks for joining me on the live, great to see you. So if you're new to my Artful Crafting channel, please do click the subscribe button, come back again. And I don't often come live on here because I'm busy with another channel, but whenever I'm doing anything non-Stampin' Up, I tend to come on here. So yeah, it's always good to hang out with you guys. So let me get the beads. Oh, hold on, I've got to go and grab the beads that I need to show you. They're really lovely. Got quite a kind of collection here. Ignore the lettering on there. Anyway, got some really beautiful foil glass beads, some these beautiful handmade ones, and yeah, just some really lovely stuff. So planning to make some nice earrings or something out of those. So do let me know if there's anything particular that you see here that you like the look of. I've got these really cool dotty ones. These are super detailed. Probably difficult to come through on the camera though. These are really cool. If I get those out, have a stare at those while I go and get everything else. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. Just grabbing some wires because I'll need those. Right, I think I'm laden up, ready to go. Got my trusty pliers here, got my pins. Also got some other pretty beads in here that I may use. And the other thing that I find really helpful to put with beads, that just to kind of make them look extra special, is bead caps. And I think I've mentioned them before on here, the use of bead caps. So I have a whole load of different ones in here that I'm going to get out. Hi Karen, hi Judy, hi Glenna, hi Lisa, great to see you. Got these really lovely kind of copper toned bits and bobs which I really fancy using, and then I've got some other and some earring wires, so I'll get those out as well. Actually, I might focus on those to start off with, and it saves me having to think too much about anything else. The other lovely beads I have are on this side here, and there are some here with some really lovely patterns on. So now I've got the copper things out, I'm wondering whether to go for colours that I know will look really good against those. So I think copper and green always look really fabulous together, don't they? Have I got two of those? No, I haven't. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ooh, these tones might look really good next to the copper. So there we go. Hi, Monica. Oh, you're catching up with your parents. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, lovely to see you, Glenna. Congratulations. Miss Glenna's just become a grandma again. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the green tones out because they tend to go really well, don't they, with copper. And then also I was thinking these bluey ones, or, ooh, hold on, these ones here. How cool are they? So just shout if there's anything that you have seen and you think will look good. I'm happy to give it a go. I'm thinking maybe not the red ones. Right, I'll just pop that there for a second. So what I like to do is put the beads on a piece of felt, because it means that they don't slide around. And what I'll do is I will explain every step of the way, in case there are people watching who, you know, you've not made jewellery before, and you want to know how to get started. So I'm going to just, you know, aim it for those people who've never done it before. If you are a jewellery maker, then I've been making jewellery for a number of years now, and mainly work in beads and wire. I don't really do any soldering, although I did solder this. I did make a ring, a silver ring, but that was in a lesson, in a class. But I've never had any formal training at all. It's all been through trial and error and experimentation, and I just love beads, love colour, putting them together, and so on. Right, so we do have some really fun little bead caps here. So I've got these kind of like bright copper ones, and then a more pale copper. Then what have I got in here? I think I do have a couple of these roses, well, a few roses. Might use those, we'll see. And then I have got some little copper coloured beads, and then these nice, these are actually a really nice bead, not bead, they're a head pin, and these are the style where you've just got that sort of like blob on the end rather than just a flat thing. Okay, let's just start with something really simple and just pop a bead cap onto the bottom there, and then one of the beads, and then another bead cap. Oh, you should, Riley, what? I can't understand that, Vicky. So welcome the South Pacific friends, because I know it's your Sunday morning for you, so some of you will be heading to church, I know. So, and we've got daylight savings tonight, so I must not be too late on here. Tom warned me. He said, remember, it's daylight savings, you've got 1 hour less in bed. So I kind of want to head to bed early-ish. So, alright, so I've put a bead cap, then the main focal bead, then another bead cap, and then the bead. And I'm using these round nose pliers, and I've only got a very small amount of actual wire left to do these, but I'm going to try and squeeze those in, because I think those just make a really, really cute little earring. And I'm just looking up to see if I can find my other pair of glasses, because never mind. I'm a bit naughty. Sometimes I double up my glasses so that I can see super well. Oh yeah, I shouldn't do that for too long though. You should hear Riley going off, wanting to go next door, as he knows we're going to church. Oh, I see. Oh, does he go and play next door when you go out? Oh, that's cute. He has his little friend, doesn't he? Okay, so these are called ear wires, and you can buy them ready formed like this. So you don't have to do any fancy curling of wire and so forth. They're quite inexpensive to purchase, these ear wires, especially if you're buying quite a few at the same time. And then I just opened up the loop and popped the bead on, and there you go. You've got a really cute little pair of earrings there. So when you make things like this, the expense really is mainly in the more detailed bead, and also actually making those purchases for the first time, because you don't tend to just buy a few bead caps, you tend to buy 100 at a time. So when you're starting out, I do know that sometimes people do those bead kits, like monthly bead kits, where you get a few different things. That might be a good way to get started out, and I have considered doing something like that, because I do have quite a few beads. If anyone is interested in jewellery making or collecting beads, because of course collecting beads and using beads are two separate hobbies, as my friend Janice likes to tell me about card making. Well, I have lots of friends who are knitters and crocheters, and we all say collecting yarn and using it as two separate hobbies. There we go. Right, take care, Monica. Have a wonderful day. Hi, Shaz. So I do have a Facebook group, and I have just realised recently that I probably should set up a Facebook page, because I do want to start advertising more of my jewellery for sale. But I have actually done some listings on Facebook if anyone's interested in having a look. But of course you can just contact me directly if you are interested. You finish daylight savings next weekend. Oh, okay. So for this 1 week, we have this weird situation where we go back before you guys go forward again. No, we go forward and you go. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Right, I'm just straightening out that head pin because it was a little bit wonky. So it's kind of an important thing to do, to make sure your head pins are nice and straight before you start using them. All right, were there any other particular things you guys wanted to see me make, or beads that you want to see me use? I think I might just make another pair, like very similar to that one, because I like that combination with the copper. I love this copper next to the green bead. Now I have a feeling I was actually gifted these beads, but they were in the form of a necklace when I got them, and the style of it was one that I wasn't going to really wear. So rather than get rid of the necklace, I took the necklace apart and I've kept the beads because the beads were so beautiful. So remember, you can do that, you know, with beaded jewellery. You know, if you don't like the layouts of them, or don't know how, you know, like the length of something, you know, or if it's super long and you want to make a bracelet and earrings, you know, you can always adapt and do that. So, oh, thank you, Shaz. Have you had any more lambs today? So I'm currently live, so that's why I'm chatting to folk in the live chat. So if you want to catch me live again, do follow me and press that bell button. So I've been making jewellery since I was about 11 years old. So that's coming up for, well, certainly over 35 years. I've had periods of my life where I haven't really done much with it, and then taken it back up again. But I love being able to make my own accessories to go with my clothes. Okay, that's 2. These are fun, I like these. Just going to try and go for a straighter ear wire. You're waiting on one last U. Ah. Oh, the green and this copper just looks amazing. Oh, I want to do that a bit smaller. I don't know why it's not. There we go. So curling the wire and getting that loop to look really balanced and neat can just take a bit of practice. Whenever I teach jewellery making, this is something I do get people to practice with scrap bits of wire to start off with. just knowing how to handle the wire and, you know, getting it just right. Oh, I love that one. We'll have to have a vote at the end to see which one is your favourites. I think I fancy doing that design with this, a couple of these two beads. So I'm really fortunate. I have a friend who she's been making jewellery for a number of years also. So she's actually my friend, one of my best friends from school, and we're still in touch and chat about jewellery making and beading, and she has an Etsy store, and she was recently having a clear out of her own things and also selling some things on her mother's behalf, and I kind of stocked up, and she had these beautiful lampwork beads. Right, so that was pair number 1, number 2 and number 3. So I think this green here as well would go nice. Yeah, these are going to be available, Karen. Sorry, which... I think these are going to be about £10 each because of how special the beads are. Those might be a bit less because those beads aren't so special, but these ones are definitely extra special beads. We are top up feeding the last triplets. They are still with Mum. We are just helping out. Oh, okay, those are sold. Thank you. Yeah, those are 8. Karen. I think out of all the people watching, Karen's probably got the most pairs of earrings that I've made. Thank you, much appreciated. If you're having to dress for a special occasion and you need something special, please do let me know. I love making custom items. Oh my goodness, that colour. Look at that colour. And when you look at these, they look like, the way the colour has been done on them, it almost looks like those sections have been carved out, but it is purely the way that the colour is on them. You know, they look like when you touch them, they should like go blobby, like go in and out, but they don't. They're actually completely round, but they look like they are textured. So you don't have a problem, you just have a good collection, Karen. See you, Vicky. Have a blessed day. Oh, what am I doing? So this classic combination of bead cap, then focal point bead, then bead cap, then little bead, just seems to work every time. It's a classic kind of way to combine beads to really show off the focal point bead and not take away too much from that design, but kind of frame it in a way. So I see the metalwork kind of enhancing, a bit like how you would, you know, have a beautiful gilt gold frame around a photograph or a picture or a painting. That's, to me, that's what the bead caps do. Right, now, do I want to try one with a bit of something hanging underneath? I quite like the idea of not necessarily using these big ones, but these smaller sort of turquoisey ones. What do you think, having those? With bead caps as well. Oh, those blue dotty ones are cute as well, aren't they? I do have sterling silver. Yeah, the only problem is that rockets the price, unfortunately, at the moment. So for hooks, I charge £4 for a pair of sterling silver hooks, and then if you want sterling silver ear wires as well, then it probably works out about £2 a pair on top of the cost, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, you know, if you're not too worried about having sterling silver in the dangle, then we can just lower, you know, just have sterling silver hooks. I also have gold plated hooks. There'll probably be, oh, I'm trying to think how much extra those would be. Probably about £8 extra per pair. So, and that includes me making them. That's they don't cost that. That's me adding on the cost of me making them. Hi Susan, I didn't see you come in. Nice to see you. Right. So unfortunately I'm going to end up wasting the little ball at the bottom of these, but I really do like this copper colour, so I want those to show. So bead cap, bead, bead cap, and then I'm going to do a small loop. And then I need to remove that little blob at the top. Rotate. Yeah, that's fine. I can, you know, any pairs of earrings that you see I have for sale, I can change to silver hooks. For those of you who don't know, the price of silver has unfortunately absolutely skyrocketed in the last few months. This is partly to do with the use of silver in technology, like solar panels and so forth, and obviously its scarcity. So if you do have silver in jewellery that you don't like or don't want, then it is worth selling on. If it's broken silver, don't ever throw broken silver away, just sell it for scrap. Because all they do is they melt it down and recreate, reuse it. So when you're making a pair of earrings where you have multiple attachments, one of the things you have to just be aware of is that if you've got a bead that only is one directional in that, yeah, so a classic, I've made that mistake here, so this is good because I can actually show you what I mean. So this little charm here is meant to be that way round, like that. So when you're making your links, you have to kind of remember that when you make your link, you've got, one link going that way and then your other link is going like that, that you've got to make sure everything's hang correctly. So this instance I've attached it in correctly, so I'm going to have to open up my little loop there and then pop my ear wire on the other way so that they will hang correctly. So Shaz, if you did want to pay, you would love both round green beads. But what I could do is just do them on silver. I won't use the copper. I'll make them on silver toned wires. So just let me know which ones it was, the beads that you liked. Is it 1, 2, 3 or 4? Hi Mindy. Have you finished your dog sitting now? I'll just finish these up and then I'll get the silver toned stuff out. So I was having a conversation with someone the other day. Who was it? Oh, somebody. I've just got a memory of walking along to a charity shop and I was saying that there are colours that I love but I just can't wear sort of as clothes. You know, it's a conversation I have quite regularly with people, to be honest, so it could have been anybody. But for example, I really love yellow, but I cannot wear yellow. Right, just make sure those are. But sometimes I'll wear a bit of yellow in an outfit, but it can't be the main the main colour. Do you have any unusual blue beads similar to the green? What this one? That's not super blue. These are slightly sort of turquoisey blue. These are got these kind of like splashes on them. They're kind of cool. Oh, she's making hot chocolates. Yes. Right, who wants hot chocolate? Put your hands up. Oh, do you mean the blue dotty? Do you have any unusual similar to the green? I may do. I have been listing some on Facebook Marketplace. I haven't quite decided the best place for me to be listing stuff. I have started listing things on eBay, which so some of you know that my husband has got into the resale market on eBay. His speciality is toys, games, DVDs and Blu-ray discs, and he's been doing rather well for himself actually. So I've been collecting, when I see them at a reasonable price, kind of good quality costume jewellery and semi-precious jewellery. And also, funnily enough, recently picked up a piece of incredibly valuable fabric, which is currently listed. So I'll pop a link to my eBay store in a second. And I had wondered, because Etsy's feeds are just, well, they are what they are. I shouldn't really complain about Etsy, but they are what they are. And I am wondering, because my eBay store is actually busier than my Etsy store, and I have a really good feedback rating on my eBay store, whether to list jewellery on eBay. And then also, the helpful thing about eBay and Etsy, when it comes to shipping, they automatically sort out the shipping tariffs and things to send around the world, if you choose that as an option. So yeah, I could do, but I think if you're wanting some multiple items, Mindy, maybe a just message me or something. I'll try and find the best way of getting them shipped. Unless, of course, you're coming here to the UK, or if you know anyone coming over. No, I don't have a jewellery website. Yeah, to be honest, I hadn't realised that years and years ago I actually signed up to be a business on eBay. So I pay fee. My husband doesn't pay fees because he's a private seller, but I have to pay fees, higher fees on eBay. However, when you're a private seller on eBay, the customer pays the buyer protection fee. But because I'm listed as a business seller, I pay the buyer protection fee. So I have to just take that into account when I do my listings, that, you know, but anyway. Yeah, it's something I'd like to do a bit more of, to be honest. I want to start selling jewellery more because I do enjoy making it, and I just end up with loads. Alright, I'm going to move away from the copper now because I want to get on and do some silvery ones, although those would look cute in copper, wouldn't they? Let me just choose ones that are the same. I'll leave out a couple of bits. Right, I need 2 of those. I'm trying to think, why have I got that tiny copper bead there? Where has that come from? I'm a bit worried now that that's come off one of those wires. I don't think it has to. Right. These little polka dot things are so cute. Is that the same? Yeah, I'll leave those. Stick those back in there. Right, I definitely need those, and I need why are you stuck? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's 1, 2. Just move these out of the way a second. 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will be 6. So Shaz, can you just tell me again? Are there any beads here that you want me to use, and if so, what number? Or were you interested in those ones, or were you interested in, did you say blues? Hello Janice, she got all the refreshments. Emma just did her unboxing and my basket amount has gone wild. Oh. Oh, you love the splash ones? These ones? Okay, cool. The other sort of bluey toned ones are these. I think these are a dyed bead. And these, I think, were sent to me by the lovely... Oh, somebody from Artful Stampin'. Who sent these to me now? Cheryl tried to send me some beads. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, I've forgotten who it is that sent them to me now. If it's you, thank you very much. But these are kind of cool. These are like flat little... I think these are either a dyed stone. The reason I think they're dyed is because they've got similar markings, but one is very much one colour, one is another. So I think those would look great in the copper. I buy a lot of personalised items, so I buy from... Oh yes, Etsy is good for personalisation. Yeah, very much so. There are also those, these are blue and purple. And then there are, oh, just open that up. So these are all different shapes. I've got those. Oh, I've got hearts. So I've got ovals, hearts, and spheres. Oh, and are there any more discs? Those discs. Yes, please, to the teardrop shape blue. Okay. Oh, and then the last shape, these cylinders. So teardrops. Okay. See you, Judy. Oh, have a wonderful party. Fabulous. Right. Right, let's have a look and see what little bead caps I've got here. Don't know if you want any other little charms or anything to hang off. Let me know. I've got little butterflies and dragonflies. What else have I got in here? Little bees, flowers, leaves, all sorts of cute stuff in there. Did you say 2 and 4? Oh, those ones. Ah, now I need to find maybe some little silvery like beads. Oh, actually, go for these ones. Right. Too much choice. Do you have any pinks with silver wire? I can take a look. Now, I really like the idea of, you could have that, and it depends how long you like them. Oh, actually, those with those look fab. So with these slightly larger bead caps, the holes are quite large, so you need to have something to kind of like stopper them. I'm just seeing if I've got any two looking the same here. Oh, they look good. Actually, I might pop that on the top rather than the bottom. So I'll do a smaller one for the bottom and then a bigger one on the top. Oh, look at that. Do you like that, Shaz? Is that in focus? Right, I think those need another little silver, something, or a little blue bead. I might be able to find some small blue beads to go on top. Right, so wire, then little bead cap, then flower bead cap, then
this one, then what did I go for? That one. Oh, do I not have that one again? Oh no. Well, I can't use that one. I've only got one. Oh, hold on. No, those aren't the same. I'll have to go for those two. Oh, those are quite nice. They've got leaves on them. That's nice. Sorry, I'm muttering to myself. I hope you can hear me fine. Right, I'm going to see if I can find the tiniest little blue bead. I've recently organised my little raquels, you'll be pleased to know. So I have got a whole little case here of beads, and then I do have another case. Well, this is where the Stampin' Up! Kit boxes are super useful for storing beads. Look at these. Right, so I've got to find. Ooh, I think that might be the colour. That one. This collection has been like 30 years in the making, you know. You don't mind them different? Oh, okay. Yeah, the other ones might have to be a bit different. Ah, now that bead is going to be too small. No, wrong kind of blue. No, wrong kind of blue. Oh, unless I put one of those on top. Okay, no, I'll do that. Sorry, so I know it sounds like I'm just talking to myself. I really am talking to myself, knowing that you guys are listening. But I'm hoping that me just explaining my process kind of will help you. All right, so there we go. There's that lovely little flash, tiny little flash then of colour on the top there, just to kind of pull that design together. So Shaz, are you happy to have a single drop like this, or would you like to have it like have another one? I know what, I'll get on and do this one. Come on. How's that hot chocolate, everybody, that Janice has made you all? Looked like she brought cake to the party as well. I mean, I think they look lovely just as they are, really. They don't necessarily need to have that extra one. Right, I just got to grab my sterling silver. Got to keep it in a special little box. So usually you know something is sterling silver because it has the 925 marking on it, which denotes the percentage. So it's 92.5% silver. Now some people are even sensitive to 925 and need to have something even stronger, like a 99%. But generally most people are okay with 925. So these are 925, and if you look super duper closely, I don't know if that's coming up on the screen, but there it is there, the marking. Oh, and I didn't need to open them up because I just make that. Right, open that up and pop that on. So please do share my video out with anybody who's interested in jewellery making, or might be interested in purchasing. So all my earrings that I've got earwise, I send out with little plastic stoppers on the back, which I do recommend you use if you don't want to. If you're prone to losing earrings, use the stoppers to try and prevent that happening. I'm not guaranteeing it will prevent it happening, but it may prevent it happening. Okay. Just to let you know also that some of the findings that I purchase, I upcycle from other necklaces. They're not necessarily brand new, because if I see something I like, I just get it and break it up and use it. So if you're into having everything brand new, I'm afraid you won't get that with me. I'm just going to go through my bead caps again to see if there's anything else I can find. Oh, those have got some interesting ones in. Ah, all the best, Judy. Just keep a glass in your hand, you'll be fine. Even you drink it or don't, just hold it. Oh, let me open this up. I want to see what treasures are in this one. Right, I'm going to close this before these go flying everywhere. Oh, there we go. Got a few more choices there. Right. Oh, Dave is coming to bed. Has he been out with the sheep? How many are you having to milk by hand? Not milk. Feed by hand. Sheep don't need milking. I don't know. Do you ever milk a sheep? I don't know enough about sheep rearing. Right, so little stopper to go on the bottom, then a bead cap, then another bead. I was just thinking, I only purchased a few of these beads from my friend because I was getting to the point where I purchased quite a bit from her, and I was like, oh, I need to make some money back. But they're so lovely. I think I might just say to her, Can you hold on to some for me for a bit? Oh, some farmers have a milking flock. Oh, I did not know that. I feel like I've been saying that a lot this week because I spent a bit of time with somebody who I've not met in real life before, and just, you know, when you meet a new person, they, you know, they tell you new things, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that, and I didn't know that, and my husband told me something the other day as well, and I went, I didn't know that. I quite like not knowing things and then learning things. How cute is that? Those are adorable. Right, so that pair. And then, was it that those ones you wanted? The squares as well? And then, what did Karen say? You fancied some pink ones? Ooh, I've only got 2 of those left. Oh, hold on a sec. Those are not the same. Well, they're sort of the same, but sort of not. Hold on. Oh, those are the same. There we go. Right, I do have some of these, which are... These are lampwork beads as well, but they are a very pale lilac-y pink with little white and black kind of like hearts in them, I guess. Those are kind of cool. Oh, take care, Glenna. Oh, the other round ones. Oh, these green round ones. These ones. Get them up. Ooh, those ones, but they're kind of like little orangey, yellowy heart thing. Right, let me show you. I've got some pink. These are kind of cool. Let me put them on here because I don't think you can see the colour very well. These have got little flecks of foil in them, Karen, with little blobs of pink. So I've got, those are squares, hearts, not squares, rectangles. I've got a bit of a mishmash. Right, I've got those. That's an odd shape. That's a square. That's a cylinder. That's an oval. Those are a bit odd. I think these would be great for like necklaces or something, or bracelets, because these are all different shapes. But those are the pairings, if you're interested in those ones. And the other pink ones that I have are those ones with more goldy flecks and tones in them. And then, similar to those blobby ones, I've got these in a like a dusky light. These are a dusky kind of lilac-y colour with the gold. Oh, and then if you like something a bit wacky, I've got these sort of darker pink, duskier pink with these crazy, like what, there's like a white and a pink blob on them, and they are actually textured. Then they are actually raised. I don't know if you can see the raised there. You like these ones, those rectangles? Okay. Now you like long though, don't you? So I'm wondering whether, do you want an extra like bead on there, or I could do some kind of like, I'm wondering if I could do like a silver like chain tassel hanging or something crazy like that. That would look great. I'll leave those out just in case. So as you can imagine, these are the beads I do not take when I'm doing children's workshops. Oh, I have this lovely bead. So this is just to show you. It's sort of like got, I don't know what it is. It's just got extra sort of florals and blobs on it, and they're actual blobs. Oh, you do like the pink blobs. Okay, I'll leave those out. Right, I'll do yours in a second, Karen. So, am I right? Sorry, just back to Shaz. Did you say you wanted the squares? Just want to clarify. Or was it the other? Sorry, did I get confused? Was it these ones? The foil rectangles and the pink blob ones, yes please, but not on the dark pink one, just the single, the rounds. Okay. Right, I'll come back to yours in a second, Karen. Oh, these shouldn't take me too long to do. Right, these are a bit more organic-y looking, so I think something that looks more leafy would look nice on these. Ooh, and then that's quite a funky little topper there. And I'm going to see if I've got a nice bright green bead. I think I do. That would go on the top. Fair enough. I don't think that's green enough. Let me try that one. Oh yeah, that kind of pulls it together. Although I think I prefer a limey, a green bead. I'm so fussy. I'm so sorry, but I really do get quite fussy about this sort of thing. Those of you who follow me on my Artful Stamping channel know I'm a bit of a colour fiend. And once you start knowing different, all the different greens, layers of levels of blue and whatever, you're like, oh no, it's got to be right. So I think this is what takes me the longest when it comes to jewellery making, is finding, once I have my starting place, I'm like, right, I need to find all the colours that match, and that is what takes me the longest. And so obviously though you're watching me, you're thinking, well, that was really quick for her to put together. Yes, it is quick for me to put together, but it's taking me a lifetime to collect these beads. So, and a lifetime of knowing what to do with them. So, please, can you make the blue ones longer? These ones. These ones? Do you want an extra thingy in them? Oh, I'm glad you guys find it fascinating. It's really lovely to be able to share it, to be honest, because when I started doing lives and doing videos online, it was more with more stamping, and so I'm kind of used to sharing that part of my life. And jewellery making is something that I've kind of tended to have done more privately, but there's no reason why I can't share it. And also, I do want more people to learn how to do it. It needs to be carried on. Right, there we go. Oh, with these ones? Yep. If it's alright, Shaz, what I'll do is I'll do Karen's first in case Karen needs to go. Or I don't know, how late are you guys planning on staying up? Right, so I've got those. Oh no. Those. Right, those are for Karen. Right, Karen, did you want these in silver? I'm just going to see if I can find some different head pins because I wasn't as pleased with the quality of these head pins. Let's see if I've got some different ones. Where did I put them? I made the mistake of trying to save some money on some head pins, and when they arrived I was like, oh, perhaps I should have spent out on the higher quality ones. Right, Karen, have we decided what we want on the bottom of here? Would you like, I do have some cool little, do you want to go through my charms? I've got little dragonflies, little butterflies. I could do a combination, like a dragonfly and a butterfly. I've got little bees, flowers. Actually, I've got pots and pots of charms. Different. Okay. I have got flower charms in here as well, like little. Or would you prefer something flying, if you know what I mean? What I call a flying charm, like a butterfly or a... Oh, just to let you know, when it's near Christmas, I've got a whole bunch of Christmassy ones as well. What's in here? Butterfly and a flower. Okay. So we could have that butterfly and then, ooh, a flower to go with it. Right, that's actually a bead, so I'll have to knock those out. That's a bead, that's a bead. I could have that rose, or let me put these down a second. goes that way. Right, I know. I'll layer these out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. It's like a daisy, that one. I think that's pretty much all of them. So I've got a rose, got that one, that one, that one, or that one. I'll zoom in a bit for you. Oh, oh. You know, exactly, Lisa. Lisa says, not often you can have earrings made while you wait. No, it's true. It's actually really nice to have people asking for things, because otherwise I'd just be sitting here making lots of the same stuff that I like making. But actually having to make to order is really a nice challenge. Right, I'll wait for you to tell me about that butterfly. In the meantime, I'm going to start straightening this out. Number 2 or 5. So move those out of the way. There we go. Which one do you prefer? Number 5, the daisy. Right, I want to find either a little pale pink bead or a dark pink bead, just to pull all that together. Might just work. Oh, if it will go on. Yep, it will go on. So I've just got that one little pink bead, oh sorry, at the top there, just to pull that all together. Actually, I might just swap out. See, this is the other thing that takes time. Me just kind of fiddling and going, oh no, that looks better with that, and that looks better with that. Right. So what I'm going to do is change out that for a bead. Put that on the bottom with that, with that. And that. Ooh, is that going to work? No. So because these are often handmade beads or there's some handmade element to them, they're not always uniform. Apart from, I'll tell you who manages to do very uniform beads is the Japanese. The Japanese do these amazing beads that if you're into creating, like using thread and beads and almost making a fabric out of it, to be quite honest, with various stitches. So some of you know the lovely Jan Brandt, who through my Artful Stampin' channel, and she does some beautiful beadwork where she stitches beads together, and I've recently bought a book about it because I want to start doing that a bit more and teaching it as a class. Unfortunately, it's so labour intensive that it's not the sort of thing I probably will be able to sell, you know, because they'll just take absolutely hours to make. But as a hobby, you know, if you're wanting to learn how to do things like that, it's a great little stitch or technique. Okay, there we go, that's one. Right, now the only thing is I've got to do is to change the way the wire is facing, because if I was to put that on a pair of earrings now, they're going to face the wrong direction. So I need to have one going across and one going upwards. So I do a little twist. There we go. You don't need sterling silver, do you, Karen? For memory, you don't. I don't usually have to change them for you, do I? Oh, that's lost its bead. Oh, those ones don't have beads. Oh, okay, so I've got two types of hook here. I've got ones with no beads and one with a bead. Which would you prefer? Bead or no bead? Night night, Janice. Rest well. Sounds like you must be on a little bit on the mend. No, that won't go on there. That'll go on there. I probably should use snippers, like snips, to cut that wire, but I've done it that way for so long now. But I think as I get older, and if I start to get wrist issues, I will make more use of some little cutters. Oh, Janice, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, see that I've done those the wrong way around. Oh, and nothing serious, I hope. Was it more bruising or? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sore, but nothing serious. Good. Oh, these are so gorgeous. Like when I think they probably look better in real life, but that little square there, I don't know if it's coming across that it's got a foil. It's like a really pale pink foil. Like very luminous. Actually, I quite like having, so you can kind of flip the rectangle round if you want to, so that they're similar, but I actually quite like seeing it slightly differently. There's a cool Karen. Right, what was was that it for you, Karen, or was there something else? I can't remember. Shout now. I'm just going to put these away, so if there's anyone else wanting to commission me while everything's out, let me know. Right, I'll get on and do these ones for Shaz. Oh, the dark pink, the round ones, yes. Remember now. See how these look. That bead cap, because these are slightly flatter, I've got to kind of go for smaller bead caps, otherwise they look a little bit odd. Oh, and I've got two tiny mini ones here. They will look great. Oh, perfect. Okay, use that one. Right, what are we going to do with those dark pink ones then? Karen, what do you think? You know the sort of thing that I like making, so do you want some more silvery bits on it, or what? I'm just trying to find another one to match. I'll put my other glasses on. Honestly, I am such a sight. 2 pairs of glasses on. No, those are too big. Actually, I don't know what to do with those flower caps on the top. Let's see how big they look. Well, they don't look terrible. Might see if I can find a little turquoise bead or something to go on top of there. Actually, those are too big. They might look nice. What do you think, Shaz? Or are they going to make those too long for you? Oh, does it look like a little person? That's the only problem. They look like a little... You see, once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. They look like a little person on top. Oh, actually, this is a really cool metal bead there that I could use as well. Take these apart. Oh, that looks cool. If I can get it to go through. Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't like the way that cap is sitting. It's kind of like going off to the side a little bit, and it could be to do with where the hole is on this here. Let me just see if it works better with something else. Yeah, that's a bit better. So, okay, so it's just the way that the stone has had its hole at the been drilled. It's not perfectly symmetrical, just to let you know. I would like them longer, please. Additional things are good. Okay, that's cool. Let's pop a bead cap onto the top of there. Hold on, just got to check I've got another bead cap to match. Yes, I do. Okay, so let me see if that will hold. Okay, what do you think? Let me know. I can always play with the formation of that. In the meantime, I'm just going to start prepping these. Oh, these are so funky. There, okay. Thank you. Oh no, hold on, I've forgotten something here. Oh yeah. That one, and that one. And that one. And that one. And that one. Right, sterling silver. What do I put? Sterling silver. One, two. Very you. Oh, well, if you want to change your mind about the length of those, if you do want me to make those longer, let me know. Or maybe just I'll send them to you and then see what you think, and then next time I see you. Have you put that date in the diary, Shaz? When I'm going to be in Bristol. So unfortunately Shaz lives a rather long way away from me. But I am going to be slightly closer in August. So. There we go. Right, now this is going to be fun. This is going to give me some inspiration looking at these. I'm wondering whether to do a length of stripe, a stripy pink, white and something hanging down. Or would you like less white, more pink? Oh, that's very pink. That's too pink. That's very, very pink. No, because the pink on here is It's quite a classy pink. It's almost like a pale raspberry pink. It's not quite in your face pink. Yeah, like that's quite bright, whereas that's got a kind of a duskier tone to it. So it's going to be quite hard to match it. Although I did think I had some pale pink. Karen, the other option is that I do have some other beads, lots and lots of other beads, but they're all kind of stacked above me at the moment, and it will take me a little bit of time to get to them. So it might be that I have to just leave these ones for now and work on them tomorrow. But I'm going to have a quick rifle through my little collection here. Oh, now I know how much you love a butterfly. Did you have blue butterflies once on something? I do have these really cool iridescent butterflies. I wonder whether to incorporate those in at some point. Oh, there's that pink. Oh, there's those. No, that's a bit wacky. A bit too wacky. Hi, Jenny. Hey, lovely. Oh, how are you? Oh, now I do. These beads go back a long time, but I do have these cute little pale pink flowers. So what I'll do is I'll get a couple of those out, and then I'll have a play another time, Karen. Oh, now if anyone's interested, if you like toadstools, I have got these really cool glass toadstools. They're just waiting for the right person. Right, there are a few little pale pink ones in there as well. These are a cool little raspberry shade as well. Oh, that's okay, sweetie. No worries. See, I quite fancy doing a little thing of beads with a little flower dangle from there. That's what I'm thinking. Right, is there anything else? See, I have my own private little stash of beads that doesn't go with me to classes. They sometimes I show them, but they generally don't come out for classes. Unless I think, oh, that person just needs such and such. Alright, so my plan is to pop that through there, do that, so that it's hanging like that. Look how cute that is. Look, the flower like that. And then do a little stripe effect with these. Or maybe I'll do pale pink and white for... I don't know, those are a bit too big. those are nice. Those are frosted. Oh, I see. Now I've started making it. I'm like, I want to keep going. Right, hopefully these will go on. They may not. Oh, they do. That's good. Right, what are those? What are those? What are those? I know, Karen lets me run riot. Don't you, Karen? Nope, we'll go on. One more of these. I know, daylight savings, it's on its way. It's about to happen. Oh, is it 2 o'clock in the morning it happens? Right, I'm not going to bring that up straight. I quite like just having that like that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same again. One of these. Take these out of the way. There. One of those. And then do a little... So at the moment the flower is just dangling down. So what I do is I make the wire go up so that when it faces forward you can actually see the flower. Oh, and I forgot. What happened to the little thing? Oh no, I'm going to have to redo that. You know what, I'm not going to trust this head pin not to break. I'm just going to get a new head pin. Right, I forgot to put that on the end. And I tend to like working with glass over any other kind of material. The only thing about glass is you do have to be careful because it can break or get crushed. You know, if you're a bit too close to it with the pliers, and you do have to be very careful. Yeah, it doesn't matter what time it happens. Yeah, true. I know, but I had planned to be in bed by now. But about 8 o'clock this evening, I was like, oh, I just want to go to bed. And then I started faffing around and tidying up in my craft room. And what else was I doing? Oh, I was finishing off the project for Artful Stamping School, this online course that I'm teaching. And then I was like, I want to go live and do some jewellery making. And now I'm awake. Okay, so that will dangle down from that. Oh, I know what I could use that head. Oh no, it's gone. I was going to say, I know what I could use that head pin for now, but no, it's gone. Okay, so I need to put some kind of tiny bead cap on there. I'll try that one. The only problem is, because you've got all those lumps in the way. No, it's not going to work. I'm going to have to go even smaller. Yeah, that will have to do. One of them. And then I'm going to make quite a larger, I'm going to make a slightly larger ring because I've got to dangle. No, I don't like what that metal's doing. I'm not going to use that metal. No, I don't like that. I don't like what that's doing. Excuse me a second. I'm going to get some different wire. Yeah, just got it. These technical. They are lumps. They are lumps. They're lumpy beads. Minty. Okay, so we want a bigger loop, so I'm going to do that there. And bring that back. Slide that one back down. And cut off enough wire to make a small loop. Oops. Okay. Okay, so then the idea is that from that loop we're going to have a little that hang off there. And then have another one from that side, or one of the sides. Right, this time we're going to go, maybe two of those, one of those, two of those, one of those, two of those, one of those, two of those, one of those. What do you think, Karen? Is that right? Is that cute? Because I want it to look different to this side. Right, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Right, and I want that one shorter. I don't feel like it needs to be as long. It needs to be staggered. Perfect. Right, take that off. Okay. Okay, so that's how it's hanging. Put a ear wire on it and then have another look at it. Oh no, these are all the ones that haven't got balls in. Excuse me. Right. Oh. have to say I've quite enjoyed myself this evening. Actually having a bit of company to do this, so this might be something I do a bit more often rather than doing it just doing it on my own. Oops. Now the only problem is they look like two little feet, so I may add a third thing. Like, even a cute little leaf. Oh, I tell you what, I've got some really pretty leaves. These ones. Yeah, I feel like it just needs something else. Or is that too much, Karen? What do you think? Just feel like it needs... Oh, thank you, Mindy. Well, yep, I'm definitely happy to do this again. I think I might have made that loop a bit too small. Anyway, I'll see how it looks. Oh no, that's okay. Right, now figuring out where to hang it, that's going to be the thing. Okay, so it might fall behind or it might fall forward. It just depends how it, oh, excuse me, depends how it's feeling. That's the thing about multi-stranded type stuff. You're not always guaranteed how it's going to hang, but anyway, it's going to be in there. It's just a pretty extra element, and you know how it's nice to have the threes. I just think that looks really sweet. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. I'm going to leave everything out so I can finish that second one tomorrow, but I'm just really aware that I'm losing an hour's sleep tonight, so I want to get going. That goes in there. Guess who I got to meet in person last Thursday? No, it was Barb. Yes, I was going to say. Yeah, it's lovely to see you, Mindy. No, Barb Sellers has had an epic trip, hasn't she? So for those of you who are new to my channel, the people that I'm chatting to on the live are people who know me from a different channel, and what's really wonderful is that they sometimes get to meet up. So we've got people from one end of the world, one side of the world, going around to meet up with other people from the other side of the world. It's been amazing. Right, so I'm going to leave that there, that's for there. Get those finished. Right, my lovelies, and then I'll if it's easier, do you want me to just a PayPal invoice you? And I think because of the amount you're purchasing, you can have free shipping because you're in the UK. So, right, let me just double check. So, for Shaz, we've got those ones. Oh no, oh, that toppled. Eek, eek. Alright, I'm just going to put the lid on it. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Karen, you're having those ones. And then those ones.
Is that right? Oh. Well, you got to meet Janice, didn't you? And I've met Janice, so yeah, we're 2 degrees of separation, aren't we, Mindy? And you've met Janine. That's it. Oh, Lisa, you could do a world trip. Thank you, Jenny. Actually, Jenny and Karen probably have got the same amount of pairs of earrings. Actually, Jenny might have got a few more from me than Karen. But then I've known Jenny a bit longer. So, Jenny, we were talking, I was saying earlier that out of everyone on the live, Karen's had the most pairs for me, but I think it's you now. You've... Oh, lovely. Oh, hi, Shaz. Welcome back. You wore your new purple. Oh, lovely. Cool. Yes, many purples and... Is it teals that you've got for me? Yeah. Oh, right, I'm going to go. I'll speak to you guys soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. A bit long, yeah, just a bit longer, Jenny. Oh, the green cubes. Yeah. I have got 1 pair of green cubes. Yeah, it's a bit like when people say, I don't know. They undersell something. Yeah, no, I've known Jenny for 26 years, is it? Is that right? I think it's 26. Yep. Thank you, Mindy. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'm afraid I don't have a outro scene at all. I'm just going to wave and then that'll be it. Alright? Right, lots of love, everyone. Thank you for joining. Oh, is there another way of doing this as well? Is it like... Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I just do it like that. I'll have to get some of the kids to show me.